This is Radio Free Cybertron, episode 718. I am Brian Kilby. With me this week, we have, in no particular order, Rob Clay. How's it going, Rob? Rob was not expecting that.
No, Rob was not expecting that. Sniffly, but could be worse.
Also, XV.
It's funny you decide to just randomly call on the one person who is muted.
I said no particular order, but I'm literally going around the screen. I'm as far as I see you guys. So it's also Matt.
Hello.
Diecast.
Hey, everybody.
And Don.
Hello.
John DeLuna is probably parenting right now, which I flaked out on earlier. I kind of feel bad about it.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. I really do. I'm going to have to take some, I don't know, whatever people take for stomach problems, for ulcers. Actually, people take antibiotics now for ulcers because we learned a lot of that's caused by infections. But, you know, neither here nor there. Hey, lots of stuff happened last week, I guess. That Walmart Collectors Con, that happened.
What's a... Oh, that's the thing where you can pre-order stuff that they won't send you.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Actually, I guess technically that's news. Let's go ahead and jump into that then. So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there's nothing else to talk about. Nothing to promote, really. So, the Walmart Collectors Con happened. And, you know, unlike prior Walmart I say it like there's more than one. The prior one, things didn't sell out necessarily. So I was able to get everything I wanted to pre-order eventually. But
see, the thing is, like, it's hard for things to sell out when the page that's supposed to have all of the listings on them
has nothing.
Doesn't have any inventory listed. For
a while, it had like the Beast Wars, or I guess the Netflix set.
One of the Netflix packs,
and that was it for the longest time. Had to go
and then
to
they added the real Ghostbusters, and then there was all 4 things on there, and then eventually it started filling in more, and then after about, I'd say 45 minutes, they decided to start adding in stuff that was already listed on the website beforehand that wasn't even part of Walmart Collectors Con, just because it was in whatever category that they thought applied.
So I was adding things I was buying things onesie twosie, just thinking they might sell out. So certain things I was able to get free shipping on. But once stuff started popping in, it was like $15. It didn't qualify for pre-shipping. I'm like, So I went ahead and got the free trial to Walmart Plus so I could get free shipping on those. So, and I actually used it to have groceries delivered yesterday, which was not bad. I'm not going to lie. Except for the grocery bags all smelled like cigarettes. So that wasn't a plus.
Oh.
But once that went in the trash, otherwise it was okay. Everything was packaged, so it's not like I ordered fruit. So, but otherwise, Walmart Plus, I can give it thumbs up, at least moderate thumbs up.
At least for free,
yeah. But yeah, so let's see here. What actually did pop up? The Beast Wars reissues, which we're going to talk about in a second. Some of the Netflix stuff, the Wave 3 Deluxes did not show up.
But the Voyagers and the 3rd spoiler pack.
Oh, God. I didn't even put the spoiler pack in the news.
I literally forgot about it until I just mentioned its existence right now. So let's figure out how that works for yourself.
It's Siege Megatron.
So it's even better than that. Like, yes, it's the Siege mold again. It's not even the Earthrise mold. But somebody put together a side-by-side comparison of the stock images, and it's almost completely identical to the Wave 1 Netflix Siege Megatron, except that the damaged tampograph on the chest has been changed.
Oh, geez.
And there's a few more accessories now. But, like, deco-wise, it's 95% the same toy you already bought.
So awful.
Potentially.
But this one has a new hat.
Yes. He has a Matrix that he can strap on his chest.
Which looks cool. I'll admit, I like that. I don't want to buy that Megatron again.
It also comes
no one wanted to buy that Megatron again anyway. I mean,
no, I like the deco, so I bought it.
I bought it too.
Yeah,
but I don't think I'm going to buy it again though. Like the Matrix harness is cool. It comes with a little Allspark that can be plugged onto one of the battle damage ports. But like, I don't know. It's just not really.
I have never canceled a pre-order that fast. As soon as I saw I mean, it was sold out at Pulse, so I ordered it at Walmart.com. As soon as Smith's over in the UK revealed what was in it, I canceled that thing as fast as possible because
that's a good point you brought up. So Hasbro Pulse did launch a limited number of pre-orders for the same things Walmart had go up, and Pulses were actually available first because of Walmart's complete website mishap.
Yeah.
Now it was limited to Pulse Premium members. So if you didn't pay your $50 at the start of March, you did not have access, and I don't think it went up for non-premium members afterwards.
No, they sold out.
Can I say it was
or if you were at work and didn't realize they were up there?
Yeah,
you missed out.
It was very limited because I'm like, how many Pulse Premium people can be out there? Especially like some of them are going to be Transformers, some of them are going to be Star Wars, some of them are going to be Marvel, and by the time I realized that stuff was out and up, and I think they sent me the email, it was already sold out on their site. So it must have been very limited.
When it was originally rumored that Hasbro Pulse would start carrying exclusives for other retailers in limited quantities, the number that was put out there for it was 5% of the production run. So, even though Walmart's going to have a lot of inventory on order, 5% is still a fairly small quantity out of that. And especially in a situation like this, where Walmart themselves did not have the stuff up for pre-order in time, a lot of people who have the access to that are going to go to Pulse if they want to try to get that stuff. So I think it was just kind of like a perfect storm of things going wrong. If Pulse had waited a day, like if there had been a 1-day grace period for Walmart to have the exclusivity first and then Pulse would offer it, I think it would have been easier for everybody to get the Pulse allocation because there wouldn't have been as much demand on it.
Yeah.
What basically it's showing me is I paid for Pulse Premium again, and one of the benefits didn't even help me.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody will dispute that they, launched these pre-orders at a bad time of day to launch pre-orders during the work week.
On Monday, too. Mondays are, a lot of people who have a 5-day work week, Monday through Friday, Mondays are very busy.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's not the best choice of ways to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mondays at what, like 2 p.m. Eastern?
Bad idea.
Earlier than that, I think.
It was 12, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
But yeah, way too early for me to remember about it, especially when...
Oh, I think it was exclusive until 2 p.m. I think that's what it was.
But it all sold out before then anyway, so it didn't matter. But,
yeah.
So besides the premium exclusivity on this, it's a good sign that not just they'll be trying to get runs of stuff that's already been exclusive and sold out other places, but as the stuff goes up as exclusives at these other stores, Pulse will be offering some of these. So the next round of, say, Target exclusives that goes up, that will probably be beneficial to people who have premium and can get on their phones at lunchtime at work and place their pre-orders. But I think it's a good sign for how this is supposed to work going forward.
But Target sells out in about 10 seconds, so if Pulse has 5% of that, that'll be about 1 second.
Pulse has stronger controls over the ordering process than Target bothers to.
Oh, they use CAPTCHA.
So
and it helps. So with the would have been San Diego Comic-Con stuff last summer into fall because it all got delayed. That was not difficult to get hold of those because they did CAPTCHA and some order throttling. So it is a better experience getting these things that would otherwise sell out faster with what Pulse is doing currently.
Also, one thing we failed to mention was Megatron also comes with a purple Paleotrex.
Yeah, we've seen this leaked several times. Several in-hand samples have turned up, and people are interested in that. But I'm not sure. I'm certainly not going to spend $60.
We just thought it was going to come with something that we actually wanted.
Yeah, I'm certainly not going to spend $60 just to get that and, the couple new accessories that Megatron comes with. Now, when this spoiler pack inevitably gets marked down to, say, $35,
Yeah.
then I will probably reconsider it because, a deluxe and $15 for a few new accessories and a redundant Megatron because, of course, it's just got to be that one again. Yeah, this, at least somebody had the stock photos with the contents because Pulse and Walmart certainly weren't going to actually show us what was inside it, even though you would think Walmart at least would have learned their lesson from the last two.
Yeah, so in our Discord at tfradio.net/Discord, Manny Cara said that having Pulse didn't help him with stuff either. So, hey, actually, I did want to mention this. If you are watching live at tfradio.net/live, and John Adulina has rejoined us, he let me know that it was not working correctly the last time he tried it. I fixed it last night instead of sleeping. So if you want to watch us live, anytime we're live, you can always watch us at tfradio.net/live. And you can chat with us at tfradio.net/Discord, and the link for that is on the live site. And again, welcome, John DeLuna. Yeah, so make sure that you do that because we love chatting with you guys during the show. So, and Buddy is screaming at me, but he's not going to attack me because I have a barrier between he and I. So
He would never attack you.
no, Buddy has never attacked me, literally. He did leave us. He did leave a scar on the face of my 2-year-old, or then 2-year-old, now 4-year-old, when she tried to choke him. But it's survival of the fittest.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of her own fault.
Yeah. I'm really disappointed that the deluxes, even though they're showing up in store, spoilers, weren't there because I don't want to have to go and search for them, even though I already have. But they do seem to be showing up more regularly in the last couple of days.
You're still talking about the Netflix toys?
Yeah, the Netflix toys, yeah.
Yeah, they're Netflix toys. They'll be there. They won't be hard to find.
Yeah.
Unless it's Soundwave.
Find.
Unless it's Soundwave.
Yeah.
I don't think there's really any demand for this assortment.
So
maybe the Cheetor, but even that's kind of iffy.
So it's Cheetor.
No, I want that Ironhide.
Deep cover, sparkless. What's this Ironhide's name again? The
DCS Army drone.
Yeah, whatever it is. And
I just said what it is.
Yeah, and then the barricade repaint, the
sparkless
thing. Somebody.
Yeah, sparkless bot.
Yeah, it looks good. I don't think there'll be a lot of demand for it. Hopefully, I guess it's supposed to be a troop builder, but it's like the worst possible troop builder.
Well, if you remember the Siege cartoon, there was that one episode where all the zombie transformers were ambling around, and that's what that's representing. So
yeah. But yeah, troop building, Sharkticons, things like that, great troop builders. Stuff from Netflix, bad troop builders.
I mean, that Ironhide is almost tempting because, black Ironhide is the Diaclone colors that, I always want.
Yeah.
But then they, slather it in battle damage and
Yeah. Not feeling that.
Yeah.
No.
Not feeling it. The deep cover here is also kind of perplexing. So it's like G2 deep cover in that the colors are inverted from the regular one. So, analogous to Sideswipe G2 Sideswipe. The blue's a little bit off shade from the original, the regular colors.
It's not as dark. Yeah.
Now a blue Sideswipe would be appealing.
Yes.
Except for they, of course, put the Netflix battle damage on it. And
yes, they did.
We just learned today from someone tweeting about this that the blue color on this deep cover is all paint. So you can't remove the battle damage. It's cast in gray and painted blue.
So bad.
Matt is very perplexed right now. For anyone not watching the video, you can't really hear the faces he's making or the face palming he's doing right now. It's very impressive degree of face palming. Patrick Stewart would approve. As Matt composes himself, I'm just going to express verbally my disappointment with this deep cover that I otherwise would have bought if there had been a possibility of, having it look cleanish. Because I mean, who doesn't want like a Super Sentai of side swipes, which we're
Right?
basically
Yeah.
at the cusp of here.
You're right.
We need a pink one, maybe, a green one, but we're pretty much right there.
Do
with
I
it.
need the e-hobby deep cover?
Then yes.
I think Gigawatt makes the 6th Ranger for that
that's fair.
lineup.
Oh yeah, that works.
So yeah, someone's saying if we get a pink one, we'll have all the Power Ranger colors.
Yeah. I mean, there's a few Power Ranger and Super Sentai teams that don't have a pink and instead have a white. We don't really have that covered either, but it's a little bit more flexible than just the traditional 5 colors. Yeah, I like the Gigawatt as the 6th Ranger. That actually works pretty well. Yeah, I might pick up the Cheetor because I like the colors on it better, and since the regular one certainly has a habit of cracking and breaking and such, just having a spare around probably isn't the worst idea. But yeah, I can't say I'm super compelled by any of these in practice.
I'll buy the Seeker because it's a Seeker, but
Yeah, I pre-ordered the Seeker. Now, like in contrast to the last Walmart Collectors Con and the attempted pre-order experience there, like pre-ordering the Seeker was a very simple and non-rushed process. With Soundwave, I missed it the first time because I couldn't tell which toy was which because they didn't have names on them on that one. That wasn't a problem this time. So to their credit, they fixed one problem and just kind of had 3 others instead. But I missed out on Soundwave the first time because I wasn't just blind pre-ordering stuff, and they had 3 come back in availability, and I was able to get one of those. And even still, I had to have Ness from our Discord actually pick me one up from his local Walmart and send it to me because that was still faster and more reliable than waiting for a Walmart pre-order to come in. So I pre-ordered the Seeker. And it wasn't a bad experience placing the pre-order like with Soundwave, but I don't have any more confidence in actually getting that Seeker from the pre-order, and probably will just end up with it from a local store or from hook up from somebody I know.
Yeah.
What do you mean? My scrap face is... Oh, never mind.
now last time we did this, I did order Hotlink from Walmart, and I didn't have any problem getting that order filled.
And I wouldn't have had any problem getting any number of hot links off the shelf either in the ensuing months.
Well, yes. I mean, I can still go to my Walmart now, and there are 2 sitting on the shelf, along with one of those Megatrons that they're getting to reissue in a spoiler pack.
So crazy.
They haven't marked it down, have it? I kind of want to get that Target Master, but I don't want to pay the full price.
No, those are never getting marked down.
Tragic.
So the Beast Wars figures popped up. And
yes.
Just as a heads up, we have on our Patreon at patreon.com/tfradio a Toy Detective supplemental about one of these toys. So we'll get into that. So they are the unaltered versions of Primal and Megatron, and Cheetor, the Deluxe, and the basic Rat Trap. People are suggesting that at least Rat Trap is the mold's been refreshed, repaired, or replaced.
I've seen that going around. I don't have a sample of the original on hand to do a detailed comparison with, but I wouldn't be entirely surprised if they had to recover some elements of that.
Yeah, me neither.
We certainly haven't seen it in use in quite a long time.
Yeah. It's nice seeing these toys though, and how are they different than the original issues?
There's some color variations. Optimus Primal's accessory weapons are a different shade of blue. Megatron in some of the stock photos has a black helmet.
Yeah.
Which would be more accurate to the show, but some other photos are showing the silver helmet, so we're not really sure what's actually intentional here as far as that goes. With Rat Trap, there is just variations in shades of all the colors, but the deco map itself is not any different. And Cheetor is kind of like a greatest hits compilation of all the different versions of Cheetor that were originally released. So it's got orange red robot eyes and green cheetah eyes. I don't know if we have a picture showing the eye color on the mutant mask, which would kind of tie the whole thing together. But
For Megatron?
No, for Cheetor.
Oh, yeah, I have no idea.
So are
so-
any of these figures worth getting, especially at like Optimus Prime and Megatron were
They're all worth
originally
getting.
$30 and now they're $50.
Yeah, they're definitely worth
If you
50.
don't have the originals, I think they're all pretty good figures. I actually have versions of all of those except for Megatron, and I like them all. So
And I would tend to think that even at the price these are going for, you'd be hard pressed to get equivalent condition vintage examples cheaper.
I mean, it's not exactly the same, but again, last week or the week before, I paid $160 for the 10th anniversary.
Yeah, I mean
two-pack.
that's kind of a bad example,
Yeah.
but yeah.
I mean, if the price is comparable, in my opinion, get yourself Kingdom Optimus Primal to represent the character, and Universe Optimus Primal because that's just a damn cool looking toy.
Yeah, that's a good point too. I mean, there are other deco options with the older releases, but like for the most part, I don't think compared to vintage pricing, what Walmart's charging for these are not really like out of line.
I bought a Beast Wars Megatron in the last couple years. I can tell you what I paid for it as soon as I find it. I think it was eBay. No, that's. I ended up buying Transmetal 2, and the original.
We did see package images for Megatron and Rat Trap, and they're as close to vintage packaging style as you would reasonably expect. I mean, they're multilingual at this point, so they're modified somewhat from the originals, but they are going for the broad strokes. They have Kenner branding on them. Rat Trap's on a Rocky bubble card. So they're trying to hit all the vintage notes they can with it. And again, like any basic Rat Trap, I think you'd be looking at least $20 for a loose vintage one.
Okay, so this was March of 2019. I got a complete loose. I thought I had one in the box, and I don't. So a loose Ultra Megatron for $40.
Yeah, and at this point, the going price is probably a little bit higher than
Yeah.
that. And again, yours was loose,
Yeah.
so. And like with Optimus Primal, there's so many accessories with that. Getting one that's fully complete also is a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah, I don't know that I have a vintage Primal. I know I have the two versions of the retool.
You probably had a Universe one at one point, too.
I had a Universe one. I don't know that I still do. I think it probably got purged.
Oops.
Yeah, and but the color's wrong on it. It's a nice color, but it's wrong for the.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, I know it's not accurate to the show, but it's not like bad colors
No.
in general. And it almost ties back to where the colors were going between like Optimal Optimus and the brighter colors of Beast Machine's Optimus Primal. It's like there is some color lineage with that you can kind of trace. So I don't think they were completely like, off the wall with how they did Universe Optimus Primal. It's not quite like, going from regular Beast Wars Silverbolt to Universe Silverbolt, where he was just all purple for no evident reason.
And if you have the Costco Armada Prime and Overload set, it looks really good with those too.
Yeah, I bet it would. I hadn't thought of that. So the thing with these that most people are sticking on is that Rat Trap, the basic, is the same price as Cheetor, the deluxe. And that was kind of the subject of the Toy Detective supplemental episode that Brian mentioned a few minutes ago. So if you're interested in hearing more about that, that's available on our Patreon right now. You can go sign up and get that episode. And basically, I just go over why it sounds really wrong for them to be the same price, but it's been basically inevitable that they would be the same price for at least a decade.
Yeah. Actually,
disturbing as that is.
Yeah, one of the other news items we were going to talk about revolves around this. I guess Walmart Collectors Con is the crux of this whole episode, news-wise. The Voyagers from Netflix, those did show up.
Yeah, so we have me and Matt were talking about already the Sparkless Seeker. That's what we pre-ordered and expect to find on shelves before pre-orders are ever filled.
And this isn't going to get us the explicit tag, but the name going around is Shitstorm, which is, I think, a great name for that.
I mean, I was suggesting different suffixes than storm just to get away from the idea that all Seekers need to be storms.
Well, that was part of the joke when I suggested it.
I love it. I think it's a great name.
I'm just saying, shit warp.
Yeah.
How can you go wrong?
And also the 2-pack with Rat Trap and Optimus Primal, and Rat Trap isn't even named on the package.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Optimus Primal and unspecified bonus rat.
That works.
The problem is, there's barely any discernible differences with this Optimus Primal from the regular Kingdom Optimus.
Yeah.
The feet are a different color, but that's about all we can definitively say is changed.
I mean, this would have been a perfect chance to maybe do it in universe colors, maybe make it a little more cartoon accurate. But the main thing is that would have been a perfect chance to give us a pack rat. And they just completely just dropped the ball on that one.
Well, I mean, it's got to kind of look like it's going to look in the show. They're not just going to repaint it, are they, for repaint's sake, to give us something we want?
I don't know. Tell that to, well,
they all kind of look the same. Scrap Heap's not the same, but he's close enough. They're characters, that are all basically the same as they are in Netflix.
Scrapface didn't really appear in the show. It's just, I don't know. I don't think for the bonus figure in this, and the Battle Masters didn't appear in the show either.
That's true.
Rat Trap is being the equivalent of.
Yeah, he's got to be in the show though, but he's Rat Trap.
I'm just, I don't think though, it's out of sorts for the unnamed bonus rat to necessarily be something different from what would be seen in the show. Just to make the Netflix pack itself a little bit more appealing to people who are already buying these toys off the shelf and are looking at this as what it is, a barely modified redo of them, while the originals are still sitting right there next to them for the same price. There's no incentive to buy this. So with Optimus Primal, we can't really tell the difference outside of a small bit of color, what's actually changed on it, because a lot of what we could pick out as maybe being different might just be the result of how the photos were lit.
Yeah.
With Rat Trap, it's a lot more complicated. So one thing that is apparently for sure different, the nose of the rat is now white.
It's 80s Rat Trap.
Like Rat Trap was doing. You know what?
Yeah, thank you, Diecast.
I like the Siege one better.
What?
I like the Kingdom one better.
So besides that, though, the plastic colors in most of the photos don't look any different. But there's 2 stock photos where it's obviously been photoshopped over in just slightly darker, the same colors. And I have no conceivable idea what that's about. I don't know if it's supposed to be darker colors than the retail one, or if for some reason they just did not have a proper photo of Rat Trap and they had to paint the colors onto a gray test shot or something to make those photos. Either of these seems like ridiculous possibilities, and it just doesn't make any sense, but it looks really, really bad. I could do better Photoshops than what they sent out as stock photos for this toy.
I'm a little bit confused on the placement of Rat Trap in the package, because Optimus Primal's all the way up top, and it looks like Rat Trap's actually placed lower than where Optimus
He's an
Primal's
accessory.
feet are. I know, but
it's silly. They should have him. They should have Rat Trap on his shoulders, riding him.
Yeah, something.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on those?
I'm
glad I can
ambivalent to it, and
see
I'm
that.
not going to buy it.
Okay, so before we get to the other big, the real, I guess in my mind, the big news item for the week, is there anything else news that I've forgotten about?
Oh, April 9th.
Oh yeah, PulseCon. So we're gonna have another Pulse live stream event where they're gonna show off toys and stuff.
Yeah, this is our Toy Fair replacement event.
Yeah,
that
it's our
we've been
Make Good for
anticipating
Toy
since
Fair.
February.
Let me get back
Arc-
to the press
Arc is
release.
coming.
Okay, so it's the Hasbro Pulse Fan Fest. They're going to cover Fortnite, Transformers, Power Rangers, G.I. Joe, which will be Snake Eyes Origins, Marvel, and that's it as far as toys go. Marvel and Star Wars. So it'll be interesting to see what we get from G.I. Joe. It looks like there's going to be some role-play toys, classified stuff. Transformers, I'll just read what the press release says. Worlds continue to collide on Transformers. Join members of the Hasbro marketing and design team as they reveal toys from Wave 3 Kingdom and share some exciting news about the final chapter of Netflix's Transformers War for Cybertron trilogy. Don't miss, they're going to look at Commander and Titan class figures. Ooh, closer look at those, meaning a look at those, including a first-time character to appear in a toy, which I'm assuming is the last Autobot. Yeah. And yeah, that's interesting. So we'll finally get to see those.
Yeah, and the good news is they've given all the leakers a bunch of advance notice here for when that's going to happen. So they have about 3 weeks to leak all this stuff and undercut Hasbro's reveal event entirely with time to spare.
Okay, it's 11 a.m.
Great way to look at it.
Yeah, it's 11 a.m. Eastern, so I need to block off my calendar at work for that. Great.
Yeah.
Instead of Saturday. So.
And
Well,
I just missed it.
It's
Yeah.
a fan first Friday, you know.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to seeing what the Ark looks like, but
Well, I imagine it's going to look like the Ark.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
that's very true. That's very true. That's a good point. But I'm saying it'd be nice to actually get a full reveal and not like, here's a shin, here's the
It's gonna
left
be a full
nostril. You know, it's just
Yeah.
They'll show the whole
Well,
thing done.
I mean, if since it is a little later, they usually show us like one part, like a claw or a leg or something. Maybe they're just going to show us one mode of it. Like maybe they'll just show the Ark and they'll do the robot reveal at a later
by
time.
Toy Fair, they show off the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really much of a later time to reveal more because taking Omega Supreme and Scorponok as our examples here, these Titan classes are usually available at least through a store in Canada as early as like early June. So
Yeah.
if this reveal is April 9th, we're looking at just a few weeks between that and when first availability is probably going to happen. And probably we're going to start seeing some pictures come out of Southeast Asia by May at the latest of like in-hand samples. Legitimacy of how they're obtained, to be determined.
Yeah.
But like, what are you going to do?
Yeah. So all exciting news. Looking forward to it. I'll have to take the time off. I guess live tweet it or something. I don't know. Yeah. So hey, the big news though is where did the photos of this? Do we know where they leaked from?
So these specific ones, I don't know what the origin of
So
them
it
is.
looks like they first showed up on Facebook. It's Kingdom Leader class Galvatron, and it's pretty flippin' awesome.
I think they might have showed up on Instagram.
Okay,
Please tell me
But-
it's mistransformed.
it is.
All right.
Okay, why do you say that?
Somebody posted another photo today. I thought of it transformed correctly. Maybe I'm
I don't
wrong.
think I've seen that one.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was a joke and it went over my head. But
I mean, it looks like they could tilt up the pylons.
Oh,
Yeah,
probably
those-
they're
Whatever you wanna call
hinged.
'em.
yeah,
I wouldn't call that mistransformation.
just not incomplete transformation. But it looks awesome.
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks
I-
pretty amazing.
I could really do without the battle damage that is legitimately kind of ruining it for me.
Yeah, I don't understand why they felt the need to take this one toy and smear some more paint over it But like, hopefully, it's just paint that I can easily remove. I just hope it's not a tampo.
Oh no, they're saying it's tampos.
Oh crap!
We keep telling them we hate battle damage. We hate battle damage.
So the photo that's circulating is a fake. It's a Photoshop. Okay.
Yeah, the other one that you were talking about.
Yeah,
The first two,
that's not legit.
first two are
Yeah, I'm looking at it
genuine.
now. It's not real. Okay, so
and I doubt he's going to come with 2 ships.
Oh no, it comes with 2 ships because they peg together to form a bigger weapon.
Oh, okay.
That's part of where the leader mass is going.
Oh, he's a leader?
he's a leader.
Sure. Okay.
It's nice looking. I mean, I don't anticipate for Kingdom we'll get a reuse of this mold. I don't guess, but later on,
it's coming back in selects.
Yeah.
Selects, yeah. Like
The
toy
rumor
colors.
is the rumor is toy colors for selects. Yeah.
Okay. Do you think there's
Galvatron
any?
2.
Yeah. Do you think there's any opportunity for any type of mold sharing or anything like that?
No, because that doesn't seem to happen in the leader price point anymore unless you're Ultra Magnus.
Mm.
I tell you. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No,
Rich.
it's fine.
No, I'll tell you. When I saw this Galvatron, the first thing I was thinking of, if they took Galvatron to make Super Megatron, they could take this Galvatron and maybe make Straxus as a select. I thought that would be kind of cool.
Since we saw New Age do something similar,
Exactly.
I mean, like the shapes and the mass is probably there to do something like that. But I really, 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 really can't see Hasbro opting for a leader class Straxus.
Yeah.
I mean,
That
I'd
does not-
buy it, but
Yes, you would buy it. I would buy it. Some of us here would buy it,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's
Well, I'm
got
just-
the,
I'm just trying to
broad-based
mass
appeal.
market appeal. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to think for selects, it would fit the selects motif, especially with them doing deep cuts like bringing over
Yeah,
God
and
Neptune.
if that's something they already had in mind and the parts are already cut into the tooling, like that could be viable for selects. It's just we have to remember selects doesn't ever add any original new parts to the toys. It is only using what's already there for them because selects is basically the cheap reuse line to get some more back out of the investment.
Yes,
Right,
it's a lot cheaper to just rerun the existing mold in different
Yeah.
colors.
Oh yeah, I just don't see how many things they can get from this Galvatron other than
No, and I think that's why
Yeah.
we're getting toy colors in selects.
yeah. Now, wasn't there a third variation, the Encore, the Magma, the very bright purple one, the very bright lavender one? That was like a third version.
That was the anime version, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
okay,
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
an
'cause
animated version.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have that somewhere.
right.
Yeah, I think they only did 2 Encore. They did Toy Encore and the animated
Yeah.
version
Yeah,
Encore,
okay.
which was the wrong colors to be based on the cartoon, much like the Legends Titans Return
Yeah.
Galvatron. I still like the Titans Return mold better,
Yeah.
honestly.
In this?
Yeah.
Mm,
It turns into a spaceship. Galvatron should always turn into a spaceship from now on. A cannon too, but it should always turn into a spaceship from now on.
I like this.
Now, mind you, I have spent a lot of money to upgrade my Legends Galvatron to overcome some of the design defects, I will call them, of the original form. Like I put a new head on it and an adapter to put the cannon on the correct side of the arm so the elbow can still bend.
Yeah.
But I like the skeleton of what's there, and for as much as we all really were into Super Megatron, which uses the same skeleton with some enhancements, it's a solid basis to say that that is actually a good toy at its core, and it doesn't have battle damage on it either, which is a big selling point to me.
Blade has a great idea. I don't know how it would work, but I love the thought. He said retool it into Beast Wars Second Galvatron.
I was just going to comment on that.
I want a Beast Wars Second Galvatron really bad. Another one. So I would be for that. I would rather it be its own mold, I guess.
What about Energon Galvatron?
That was my first thought when I saw this, and that's where I would see this going. That would be pretty easy.
I would buy that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Galvatron is the Wave 3 leader toy, as best I can remember. I'm hoping that's going to put far enough down the line that we will get a chance to see what the Selects Galvatron looks like first, because if it's a good application of the toy deco and also doesn't have battle damage, I might just hold out and wait for that.
Retool it into wheelie, Weebot said. Okay.
I'm not really jazzed about that.
Okay, so let's go ahead and jump to what we got this week. Who wants to go first? Chris didn't get
I'll
anything.
go first. I didn't get anything.
Don raised his hand.
Yeah, I've only got 2 things. It's not much.
I've only got 1, 2, 3, 8, 10, 17, 18 things. So,
thanks to Brenosaur on Twitter, I got my red RC. I picked up his. He decided not to keep it, so I got it from him after Walmart canceled my 2 for some reason. And I was not looking for this. I did not know it was out. I did not expect it. Walked in the store, and there's Kingdom Ultra Magnus.
Oh, cool.
wow.
He's shipping with Megatron, Kingdom Megatron. I just looked down, and it's like,
that was at Walmart, Don, you said?
yeah, I found that at Walmart. I didn't even know he was out.
Okay, I'm going to Walmart after we record.
I mean, because I hadn't seen any localized findings of this guy, and I just walked in and
Walmart.
Yeah, and there he was. So there's that. Of course, also Air Razor and her batch has been being found at Walmart, so maybe you'll get lucky. And Target, well, not mine anyway. Mine's a ghost town.
No, and not any of the stores around me either. But it's making the rounds. So,
it's a good looking figure. I wish they had at least done a little work on the cab robot, because this hands just sticking out of the back really, really sucks.
Yeah.
I'm hoping a third party company will make some kind of cover or something back there to at least hide it. But he'll be in armor mode most of the time. But I'm finding myself, I'm starting to like these Ultra Magnus figures a bit more. He was never a favorite character of mine, but I've been slowly starting to enjoy his various figures through the year. Other than that, it's just been a veritable desert of stuff locally. So that's all I got.
Cool. John, if you're there, you can go. If not,
I got a. What year is it? Not like what year is it? What year is the thing I got? I got a 1985 Mattel Toy Fair catalog.
Nice.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, so I'll cross that one off my list. I'm not really after anything necessarily that isn't Hasbro, but Tyco makes a fine mid 80s Toy Fair catalog, so I've got most of those. Mattel's and Kenner's tend to be hyper expensive, so I don't really pursue them, but every now and then I'll get a good deal. Kenner for obvious reasons, and especially early 80s Toy Fair.
Star Wars stuff.
Yeah. Or just Star Wars. And in Mattel, must be Barbie or Hot Wheels. There's something in the Mattel ones that's not explicitly clear to me, but anyway, they tend to go for a lot. It's got to be something like that. But then again, I mean, Hasbro's got plenty of brands too. Anyway, so yeah, this catalog's full of Barbie. It starts with Barbie. It opens with Barbie, tons of Barbie, and it actually closes with He-Man. So those are the bookends, which is interesting. The most interesting thing, though, for me, and I didn't even think about that this would be in this catalog, is the Mighty Orbots set.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
You got Don's attention.
So
Okay, I'm sorry, John. Repeat that, please.
The unproduced, right? Mighty Orbots gift set. Because it's written as if these 5 deluxe toys, and they call them deluxe toys, come as a set. And so it's a nice, the catalog itself is in pretty good shape, and that spread is in immaculate shape. So I got to scan that one. One of my priority scans should be that 2-page spread. Because
are there pictures?
Well, yes, there are pictures, Don.
Please send them to me.
If it was if it was just written word, that would be a horrible Toy Fair catalog. Anyway.
Yeah, it would be.
Well, I mean, it's like they just might give vague outlined shapes and then a product blurb before because nothing was ready or something. You know,
I would definitely call these toys vague shapes. Yes.
Well,
So-
yeah, I've seen the unreleased thing. They are vague shapes.
Yes.
I haven't, and I want to see it. Give me.
Sure. Yeah. The beauty of this too is just like the size of the pages and the quality of the copy that I have right now is like, you know, you can tell very much these are very much painted prototypes. I'll put it this way.
Interesting.
And, rough designs to start and even rougher prototypes on this spread. But anyway, yeah. So right before you get to He-Man is this nice 2-page spread on the Mighty Orbots set that never came to be. So other than that, I actually think that's it. I didn't even get any other off-topic stuff or on-topic stuff, so I'm good.
Cool. Don already went. Yeah. So Matt.
Yeah. All right. So I picked up Kingdom Black Arachnia,
Really?
Spider Lady.
Huh.
Yeah.
I would not have expected that.
Well, she was in Transformers Animated, so
There you go. Do you like her? I think it's
fine,
great.
I guess. It's even though it's from animated, I still find it kind of hard to get excited about. But yeah, she's
Oh.
okay.
I think it's the most glowing commentary on anything
Yeah.
tangentially even related to Beast Wars we're ever going to get out of Matt. So we should probably just quit while we're ahead.
Yeah.
Well, they'll probably Waspinator was an animated too, so they'll probably
Oh
be able to tuck into that one.
wave 3, I think.
Yeah, but also from Kingdom, I got Inferno,
Nice.
and I adore him. Yeah, I like that grapple mold to begin with, and it's just great.
yeah,
like
me too.
God, I hope they do an Art Fire.
Selects.
Like, God, I kind of want a 2-pack of Art Fire and Stepper though. Like,
Yeah,
if
that's not happening, but we are getting Art Fire in Selects.
Oh yeah, I want to do
Let's say-
Stepper.
say if they want to redo that Galactic Odyssey thing, you could stop by Planet Master.
What do they? What name do they give Stepper? Hasbro give Stepper again?
Ricochet.
Ricochet.
Yeah.
And I picked up the Netflix Optimus
Oh, nice.
because the G2-ish colors are just absolutely beautiful on him. So he'll look good
Yeah,
next to
I
my
agree.
my G2 Megatron, and it's been sitting on the shelf forever, and the box was crushed. Nobody was going to buy it. And I
Aw.
just kind of felt
Does
sorry
Toy
for him. So
Does Toy Hacks have a set for that gives it like the G2 logo with the Tampo on the leg? Tampo look.
I have no idea.
I need to check. They should do that if they haven't.
And today in the mail, Dawn sent me Marvel Legends Thanos.
Nice.
Oh my god, that is the quickest shipping time you've ever seen. From
Shipping
Dawn.
has been
I
great
know, right?
from different places lately. I got a couple things
Yeah.
much quicker than expected.
Yeah,
And-
I'm surprised you got it that fast myself because it said delivery on Friday or Saturday was when it said on the paper.
Yeah,
But I mean,
well,
that's a great looking figure. It just I don't care anything about Thanos. I
well,
mean,
like I got the Thanos from a couple years ago whenever it came out, but they got some remolded parts in here, including the snapping hand, the finger snapping hand, and that's what sold me on it. It is, however, cast in blue plastic, and it looks like they have some blue paint over the blue plastic to give it like the shaded effect. And that always just kind of irks me a little bit because you don't have to shade a figure. It's a
three-dimensional.
three-dimensional thing, and it will take care of itself. But it's not like super noticeable. It's very low gradations of shades of blue, so I can get past that. He also comes with the old man King Thanos head with the long beard.
Nice.
So. And lastly, I got Marvel Legends Stiltman.
Oh my gosh. That is amazing.
He is just all sorts of wonderful.
Did you build it yourself or did you buy it?
I pieced him out over eBay because it's Stiltman, so the parts are pretty cheap.
Yeah. Can you keep adding to the legs?
Yeah,
Yes,
this is only 2 sets of legs.
There's somebody on Twitter who has been documenting their progress in making the tallest Stiltman in the world, and I think they're up to 17 feet. Last I saw.
Oh, that's awesome.
I don't know how he gets it to stand because I've got two sets of legs on here,
Yeah,
and
it's got an external support.
Yeah, two sets
like-
of legs, and it's already
That's amazing.
precarious.
So it started out, I think he was leaning it against a wall, and then subsequent to that, as it got into double digits of height, I believe he's got like a metal pole that it's strapped to.
Do the leg parts come with like a troop builder or?
Yes, they do. I
the
was about to applaud the team at Hasbro for including the legs with the troop builder hand ninjas.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, even better than that, like this wave has been distributed well enough. I've actually seen every figure in it multiple times. So if I had wanted to, I could have also made a Stiltman of ridiculous height because I've actually seen enough hand ninjas to be able to get multiple sets.
I've never seen a hand ninja. I got both sets of legs off.
You're not supposed to.
Off of eBay. Well, good job, Hasbro.
Now that Peter B. Parker, nobody wants that.
Which one's Peter B. Parker?
It's the Into the Spider-Verse wave.
Oh, he sucks.
I mean, I like Into the Spider-Verse. I thought it was a really good movie, but I don't need toys of the characters from it.
Apparently you and everybody else.
I hate that Spider-Man because in the movie they say he's 616 Spider-Man, but he's clearly not 616 Spider-Man. You can't say that something is, a very specific version of Spider-Man and then not make it that very specific version of Spider-Man. It just bothers me. I get that it's that. Never mind. I'll shut up. It bothers me. I hate it.
But yeah, that was all I had for this week. I should have something fun for next week, though.
Cool. Rob?
Yeah, I only got one thing this week. I got the Galactic Odyssey Botropolis Rescue Mission set, and I really like that. I'd had just about every mold in it before, except for the little Micromaster missile truck team, and that's surprisingly good. That some of the parts fit on transformation on those is a little bit tighter than I would like, but I haven't had any pieces pop off of them yet, which makes them mildly miraculous in terms of Micromasters in the War for Cybertron trilogy. So yeah, I just by sheer accident, I managed to save apparently the best Micromaster team for last because I do not foresee getting any more Micromasters in the future. But the rest of the set is really nice. I'm just like I think I said on Twitter, I'm just imagining the delight I would have felt at 8 years old at getting an entire little rocket launch base that turned into like 6 robots. And yeah, that is a really nice set. I'm glad I got it, and I don't really have any place to set it up, so it's going to stay in the box for a while, but it's just, yeah, I again, because I was a little bit wary because it kind of doesn't work without the Micromasters, but Micromasters in general for me have not worked. But yeah, that is really nice. I believe it's back in stock on Amazon again, tfradio.net/Amazon. So if you get a chance to get this, it's worth getting. It's really neat.
Mm-hmm. It's suitable that this is like the last shot for the modulator molds, most likely, because like it's the best, most correct application of them.
Mm-hmm. It really is. It really is great. And if I'm lucky, tomorrow, and so for next week's show, I should have Netflix Cheetor because Josh Wheeljack64 found me one at his local store. So yeah, I should have that by the next time we record.
Cool. Diecast, do you get anything?
Nope.
Really?
Yep.
I was saving you for last or next to last. So I'm going to thank you, actually. You found me the greatest Transformer toy ever. I'm not going to, I guess I will turn it on away from the microphone. It's a transforming dinosaur car. It has the transforming sound and Godzilla sound and whatever the hell this music is. And these crazy lights, and it drives around, it goes around in a circle. It's ridiculous and amazing. It was like $10.
This is the one I was saying. How expensive can electronics really be? I mean, look at that thing.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's loud. I sincerely love this. It's not a good toy. It's not a good toy objectively, but it's an amazing toy objectively. So,
I'm not saying put electronics in every toy. I'm saying
I get it.
Every once in a while, like a Titan figure, put some electronics in it.
Yeah.
I think that was the Casio electronic keyboard demo.
Okay. I could be. Yeah. I don't know. So I saw Triplet at Man of the Town on Twitter for the first time in a year. Saturday, we had a socially distant hangout deal, and he brought me the Netflix figures that he'd picked up for me that I told him to get. So yeah, I already have them. So he got me the Elita 1 and Bumblebee, which I needed them when he found them. But I didn't know he got this for me, and he got it for me for Christmas. I already have it, but I don't have it in sealed box. When you can see what it is, you'll see why I'm going to keep it. It's the Soundwave from Netflix. I love the toy, and I'm gonna display the heck out of this. So thank you, Triplet. You're awesome. So I have a couple.
Nice to see him getting out of the house every once in a while.
Yes.
I kind of imagine him going outside with like really dark glasses on, like sun.
Yeah, I think that's the first time he's seen anyone in a year. So I have a few stories to share. I'm not going to go in any particular order, but I'll go with this one. So last week I was at Walmart, the one that I go to out in the boonies that nobody ever shops at. And my heart sinks a little bit when I see someone looking at Transformers whenever I go to a Walmart. And there was a guy sitting on the floor in front of Transformers. And I thought, what in the heck is going on? And I walked up, and it was he and his significant other. He, in his hands, had Voyager Dinobot. And I thought, crap. I drove all the way here an hour to look for that toy, and this guy has it. So I was just looking at other stuff and sort of, listening in. And I feel really bad because he really wanted to get it. But his significant other was, saying, hey, we can't afford it right now. I get paid on Friday. I'll order it for you online. And, they talked for about 5 minutes, really just sitting there. I actually walked up and asked him if he was buying the Inferno. And he was like, no. So I just went, yoink. And I got that and walked away. But I kept listening. And he was like, oh, okay. And he got up, and you could tell he was disappointed, and he walked away without the Dinobot. So I, of course, waited for
Brian
him.
grabbed it.
Yeah, I waited for him to turn the corner. Then I went over and grabbed it. So, and then I made sure when I was leaving the store that it was nowhere near them. So I got Dinobot Inferno. So yeah. I don't know what to go to next. Okay, so part of my collecting habit lately has been trying to buy things that I sold like an idiot years ago. One of those things that I got that I've been talking about for years that I wanted to pick back up was New Year Convoy from 2002. It's the reissue of G1 Optimus Prime that comes with a little Action Master Optimus robot, the Matrix, and the mouse pad. Most importantly, the mouse pad.
I was going to say, I don't remember that, but obviously it's import.
Yeah, it came out in Japan. And it's New Year's Convoy, not New Year's Optimus Prime. So, so I had this when it first came out, and for whatever reason, I sold it. And it's not like there's nothing in particular. It's not like a super special version. I mean, it's the only version they did like this. Mm-hmm. But it was, at the time, it was like really important to me because I think it was my first G1 Optimus. Because I didn't get the other reissue, and I didn't have a G1 Optimus as a kid. So, and I saw a couple on eBay, and this was one of the few ones that still had the mouse pad, and I wanted the mouse pad, even though it's tiny. Another
you're not
item.
going to open it, right?
Yeah. No, it's been open.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not sealed. Another thing that I didn't sell this one. I donated this one to Goodwill. I donated it in mint and sealed box. So yeah, he gave it away for nothing.
Is it a Fort Max?
No, I bought that from XV.
That was Brave Max. But
Brave
close
Max, yeah. So I donated this mint and sealed box. It is the Desert Camo Ruination set.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I remember when Matt got that.
Yeah. As we were talking about detritus in pre-show, I think, and it kind of looks, like was it Armor Hide? Is that the?
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll
that's a
bar.
tank.
Roll bar. So, it's roll bar, and they got the names wrong on the box. Yeah. So. I wanted this. It wasn't super expensive. It was more than $0, and it's more than I originally paid for it. But it wasn't that big of a deal.
No, it's the urban camo version that tends to
More expensive.
Yeah, that's the rarer one.
Yeah, that's the rare one. I always call that one the cheddar cheese ruination.
Yeah. This I don't know why I picked this one up last. I picked up the urban camo one a couple years ago.
I still need that one.
Yeah, I got
And
that
it's
one
expensive.
Yeah, I got that one loose. I paid about the same for both of them, but again, this one's sealed.
Question for you:
Yeah.
Where were they originally sold at?
Walmart.
Were they like
Those are both Walmart exclusives.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say because I don't remember ever seeing those.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's Universe. I can't remember what the
It was in
branding
red
was on the
packaging.
urban.
I think it was still under Universe though.
Yeah, but it was the red. It may have been Armada, but I think it was a red packaging.
Armada style packaging, but it was still a Universe. toy,
Yeah, that's what it meant. Yeah. So,
the Dreadwind and Smoke Jumper set also came out in the Armada styled Universe packaging.
yeah. A couple more things. I'll just jump to these. Really no story. I guess the story around this is I'm still working through the McDonald's Happy Meal stuff. And I'm getting really close to that. And I've compiled a listing of all the colors that I know of. I should probably, I don't post anything to the wiki. I should probably suggest it to Cypher, somebody who posts a lot to the wiki, to see if they want to use it. Because I've done quite a bit of documentation on it. But the next rabbit hole that I'm going to jump into, I think, are the mini spies. So I got three of the buggy types, the dune buggy types right here, the white, blue, and yellow.
Are you going to go until you get an Autobot and Decepticon of each?
Yeah. I was reading that apparently there might be up to like 72 variations of these. Yeah, so that's the reason I said the rabbit hole. And I got actually no. 4 of the dune buggies. So it's 2 of each color. A 1 Autobot, 1 Decepticon. Then I got one of the, I guess this is the Porsche type in yellow. Yeah, there's a lot of variations of those. Was there another one? I thought I had another one. No, it was an even pair, so it was 6. So I got those. I'll save the other one for last. This one, I want to joke and say I paid $2,000 for it, but I didn't. It's a numbered gigawatt.
Oh.
The one we were telling you about last week?
Yeah, the one I said I wasn't going to buy last week, I bought it when I said I wasn't going to do it.
Nice.
So,
Wow, what a surprise.
what a surprise. So, these at one point were selling at over $1,000. They did sell. Some of them did sell at $700. Retail on this was what, 30? Retail on the
should have been.
Yeah, so I paid 60 for it.
That's not bad at all.
That's not. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah, this one's numbered 1899 of 1985.
That's not really embarrassing. It's fine.
Yeah, so so I wanted a numbered one. I got a numbered one. So there you go. And this one right here, something I got on eBay. It's a G1 Sky Gary. So it's not complete. I'm not worried about that because I'm not going to combine. I don't have Grandis, so I'm not going to combine it with with Star Convoy. But I saw one on eBay, and I can't remember if it was a buy it now or an auction, but I picked it up, and it's one of this is what, Return of Convoy. So one that I've always wanted. It's in nice shape. The stickers are, there's a couple stickers missing, not a big deal. It just looks great on the shelf. But my favorite part of this, and I'm not going to name names, I'll give a first name. This is only like the third or fourth time this has happened, but it came with a letter. Actually, I normally don't look at paperwork, but for whatever reason, I grabbed this one because it didn't look like an invoice. And it came with a letter. It said, "Hi, Brian. I listen to the podcast every week. I will admit that there have been more than one occasion where you have spoken about something you've gotten, then 2 minutes later, I'm on the internet trying to track it down myself. I'm down in your neck of the woods almost every year for Heroes Con. Would love to say hello and buy you a drink at the Westin. Very glad this figure is going to a good home. Enjoy it." And it's from Jim, and he's in New York. So then I sent him a note and thanked him and said this was awesome. And he's like, "Hey, I almost added, does Kim know what you bought?" So Jim, thank you very much. He said he's gonna hear this. So I was looking at your other auctions. I don't want you to think I'm stalking you, but I probably am going to buy something else. And I do need to leave you feedback. I've been really lax about doing that on a timely basis, but I will leave you feedback.
What's his eBay username? I want to see what
I'll share it. I'll share it with you offline. I don't. Do you think he would be upset if I shared it? Probably for privacy reasons, I can't. Privacy reasons, I can't. But if he wants me to retweet it, or something, I'll gladly share that out. Just you're listening, send me an email, and I'll do that. But Diecast, I'll share it with you. But yeah, that was cool. That's, like I said, only the third or fourth time that's happened. But it made my day. So very pleased with that. So, and I'm very pleased to have Sky Gary. Damn it, I want a Grandis. I want a Grandis.
I guess since I have the Brave version of Sky Gary, I should look into like a DAG base.
Yeah, I've got the Brave version as well, and
those were cheap and plentiful.
Yeah, this wasn't bad. This is the least I've paid for a Japanese exclusive toy ever. So
can I pull a Don and say if you have a Sky Gary, you need a C SpongeBob.
I don't get
all your bases. Isn't Gary one of the SpongeBob characters?
I've never really watched SpongeBob. I hear SpongeBob is really good.
You have small children, and you've managed to never see SpongeBob.
I've probably watched one episode. Like, I'm not like an expert though. So, but yeah, very pleased with that. So, interesting week. So I should have a couple neat things for next week as well. God, maybe hopefully a Unicron. But there's, oh, Gary is the name of his pet. I was thinking Gary's the starfish.
Snail.
No, that's Patrick.
No, that's Patrick.
Okay.
So speaking of Unicron, though, Diecast, have you had any progress updates on your Unicrons since last show?
Well, interestingly enough, Unicron.com posted an interview.
Oh,
with
yes,
Ben Montano. And I thought, Kevin Lucas did a great job with the interview.
Kevin's awesome.
I know he spent a lot of time on it. Him and I talked about it. And he's, a friend of mine, or I consider him a friend.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome guy. And one of the things in his interview, and I hope he doesn't mind me saying this, is that Ben kind of mentioned that there may be an accessory kit coming out for Unicron, or, which it sounded to me like maybe another couple little guys and maybe another shuttle or something, is what I thought in my head. He didn't say any of that, but he said, apparently on that stand that you have the two little figures and the ship, there's a peg for something else, and that something else is going to come out in an accessory pack, whether it be something like they did with that one figure where they gave us some extra stuff.
Centurion drone.
Yeah, Centurion drone or something. So there's something that's going to come out.
I thought you were saying that Unicron.com was releasing an accessory pack like they did with the Golden Disc.
Oh no.
Those were the days.
That was a long time ago. I'm like, wow, they're getting back into that.
No, we have had rumors recently come up that there is a second accessory pack that's going to be coming out. I've heard is that it's mostly going to be blast effect parts, but I can totally see like, including another little thing like the Optimus Prime mini figurine thing that was in the first accessory pack. Like it'd be easy enough to put something like that in there. And if it is blast effect stuff and there's like a little ship, put a 3mm port on there where one of the engines is, and you can plug the blast effect on like the engine wash.
Yeah, I mean,
also. Going back to Galvatron before, it comes with those two little ships, which are the ship from the movie, and that's supposed to be scaled / loosely compatible with HasLab Unicron. So,
that's cool.
They obviously are still thinking about ways to, accessorize your Unicron even well after the fact like this, where it doesn't it's not intrusive on whatever else they're working on.
Yeah,
and the other thing I want.
I was going to be real quick. Unicron really, blast effects work for that. I mean, just the line everybody remembers: you cannot just destroy my destiny, where he blows up. So
yeah,
it makes sense. Go ahead, Diecast. Sorry.
I also wanted to say about the interview, and everyone should go watch it. It's a great interview.
Yeah, it's on their YouTube channel,
Unicron.com. Yeah. They were also mentioning about distribution, and he directly said, it may not be based on who ordered first. It may be based on geographical.
Yeah.
So I think like Brian's on the East Coast, I'm on the East Coast, Don's on the East Coast. John, did John get his?
Not yet.
No, I haven't got mine.
Okay, but you got a shipping notice though.
No, I got my label. Well, I got a shipping notice for a lamp from Target.
Yeah.
Hey, again, on that one other thing I forgot about that, like bait and switch, that scam that I was a victim of. I forgot to tell you guys, so I was so excited. I thought for sure this 2-foot cubic, 14-pound box coming from a California port was going to be Unicron, not a floor lamp. But I was so excited. I had the notification that it gives you when the truck is nearby. So I knew the FedEx guy was near, and I saw the FedEx truck. And I even thought to myself, do I go out and meet this man? Do I go greet him, violate COVID, get my face on, make sure that, tuck in my shirt and then go present myself to the FedEx delivery man. But no, I thought better of it. I wasn't going to be an insane person. And then my dreams were crushed about 5 minutes later. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, so apparently they may be shipping out by geographics. So who knows? Maybe there's a truck full headed to the East Coast, and they're going to ship it out from one of their East Coast facilities. I do not know.
So I think it was Ness who shared in our Discord earlier today. His Unicron is actually in transit right now with a delivery date of Monday.
Is he on? He's on the East
Coast, yeah,
too. Yeah. Well, I don't know, but you should watch the interview. Maybe it'll give you some hints.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Anything else? Okay. Hey, tfradio.net/Amazon. Buy some stuff, please. Pretty please. Hey, you're getting your stimulus, maybe, if you're in the US. Buy a TV or a computer or a gaming console. That would be great. Just do it. And you don't have to spend a cent more. That's the plug. patreon.com/tfradio. We have been posting a lot of content. It's awesome, and we love doing it. We do our History on the Five podcast with a crew of our patrons at the Touch tier, and if you're a Touched member, you can sign up and be on. It's pretty wonderful, actually. Folks at the Touch tier, we thank them every week, and you can find them at tfradio.net/credits as well. Kevin Dorsey, Ryan Bona, Cheesy Patty, Emmett Stresovich, Rabbits, Hector Bones, Jonathan James, Nathan Sampy, Ness, Joey Russell, happy anniversary, Joey, Jason Hiley, Mike Mallory, Jason W. Rye, Sean Hamilton, Jacob Owen Lucia, Sean Bratton, Spider Bob, and Mighty Orbots. Thank you all so much. You guys are awesome, and we love you. You can find all our links at tfradio.net. That's the plug. I'm at briankilby.com and at bkilby on Twitter and Brian Kilby on Instagram. Rob Springer's not here. He's at zonebase.org and at RoboRobSpringer on the Twitters. John, how do people get a hold of you?
How do we get a hold of him? Oh, there we go.
You get I have to unmute, like violently hit the unmute button when Brian goes in a random order every week. So you can get a hold of me anywhere and everywhere except where I'm not by just Googling that John D.
I mean, your name's not Visa, so I mean,
I'm not the John D. I'm that John
That
D.
John D. And Manny Kara is saying that PS5s go up on Amazon as of Thursday. That's interesting.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, should I skip the? I like to understand the story. I still need the 3 and the 4 first, right? No. Okay.
Yeah. No, you don't.
Don.
Yes, you can't get them out of order. It doesn't work.
How do people get a hold of you? He's muted.
I can reach. No, I mashed the button and it didn't work. I can reach on Twitter at HMRC 4 EVR.
Excellent. Diecast.
You can follow me on Twitter at Diecast2. You can follow me or like my page on Facebook at Reviews by Diecast, and you can see all my reviews at tfradio.net/reviews.
Excellent. Rob.
Excellent.
Okay, you can find me on Twitter at Figure Reviewers and Rob Flails. Rob Flails is the Twitter account for my YouTube channel, Flail Throughs, where I'm covering Gundam Battle Operation 2. It's a free-to-play Gundam game for PS4 and PS5. This week we added the Zeta Gundam with Hyper Mega Launcher, which is a really powerful support class mobile suit that is going to change things up a little bit, because once you damage it enough, it actually can dodge, which supports usually can't. And yeah, it's I do have a video up for that thanks to a friend. So if you want to check that out, youtube.com/flailthroughs. And if you like what I do there, patreon.com/flailthroughs. And if you want to just send me stuff in general, then tfradio.net/playlist.
Excellent. Chris.
For toy photography things, you can find me on social media at instagram.com/playwithphotography or at playwithphotos on Twitter. You can find all of my work collected together at playwithphotography.com. That's galleries, articles, etc. If you like the work I'm doing and want to show some support and help me do more of it, you can support me on Patreon at patreon.com/playwithphotos. And I'm personally on Twitter at ChrisRTXV. I have my own Amazon wish list at tfradio.net/chrislist, and I don't know, whatever. I don't know what I'm doing that's even worth following right now, but maybe something.
Cool. And that's it, I guess. Sweet. Okay. Get your vaccine. Seriously.
Did we do Rob Springer's plugs?
Yes.
Okay.
It's time. Get vaccinated.
I am.
Okay. Hey,
Don't forget
so
to
he
have your
has
pets
dag
spayed or
base.
neutered.
What? Yeah, get your pets.
I would love to get vaccinated, but I live in West Virginia.
Yeah.
And Maryland hasn't gotten around to people my age yet, I don't think. So
Yeah, same thing.
Oh, he has dag base. You
know you want it, Brian. You have Sky, or you have Death Gary gun. You need dag base.
Maybe I should just get dag base.
You should.
Son of a gun. He has red geist as well, but it's broken or not complete.
That's Death Source, right?
Yeah.
That's sort of.
Like if I could get that complete for a reasonable price, I would jump on it.
All right, I'm going to jump off. I got some paperwork to take care of.
Okay.
Bye, Dega.
Bye,
take care.
All right.
See you
Darn
guys.
it. I should go because I want to run to Walmart, but I also want to get deck base. Almost complete. What's it missing? I was missing the
Dag
gun.
base. Yeah, dag base is like grandest. The antennas are usually gone. The gun.
He says that two things are missing, but he has reproductions included. I love that he notes that. So it has a repro gun and antenna included. God, the shipping from New York was fast. Like I got that stuff much quicker than I expected. God, it just doesn't. Is he retooled? I can't remember.
Yeah,
He's missing some stuff, I know.
well, he cannot connect and tow power. He cannot tow Star Convoy, and he cannot connect to Skycarry. The mechanism, the physical connection, and the mechanism that when he's pulled and the radar dish is turned was gutted from Dagbase.
I'm not worried about that. But like, is he otherwise retooled? Like from he's a different color. He just looks so different to me.
Yeah, it's mostly color and the removal of some of the mechanisms, from what I remember.
But the physical changes are all internal, as far as you can think of.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
other than that, and the ramps are I think the ramps are the same too. I'm sorry, just can't quite remember right now.
Yeah, I'm tired too, and I probably shouldn't get on the road to go to Walmart to look for toys I don't
But you're
need.
going to.
I think I will. If this is still there tomorrow, I'm sending myself a note.
It'll probably still be there tomorrow
Yeah.
at that price.
That's pretty much the going price on it, and it has.
Well, exactly. It's not like an especially special deal.
Yeah.
It'll either be there tomorrow and you'll buy it and talk about it next week, or it'll be gone and it was never meant to be.
That's true.
Or you'll go and buy another one out of frustration. Either way.
Yeah.
Yes, you won't hesitate to buy the next one.
Well, this is the next one. I'm hesitating.
But
But
next
if this one disappears,
Yeah, it's like the third time I've wanted to jump on it. Okay, hey, people watching live, we're gonna drop so I can quickly run to Target, Walmart. So,
yeah, make sure you know where you're going before
Yeah.
you set off.
this is true. Okay,
Bye, everybody.
we'll see people on YouTube. By YouTube. By Twitch.